Grizzled Eye Care, formerly Dr. Zuckerbrand's. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Lisa Griffin of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. Well, some banks offer checking account rewards, and some banks rebate ATM withdrawal fees. At Eastern, we say, why choose? Check out our Kasasa checking accounts and find out how you can get both. For more information, visit bankeasternct.com, call us at 860-889-7381, or stop by any of our branch locations today. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank with offices in Norwich, Jewett City, and Plainfield. Member FDIC. Do you, Kasasa?
Hi, I'm Harry, the Tooth Fairy. Or at least I used to be the Tooth Fairy. Business was great. Then people started discovering Griswold Dental. Dr. Norman Katzoff and his staff can do things to help you keep your teeth longer. It's enough to make an old Tooth Fairy cry. Griswold Dental can do all the work in-house. Imagine a new crown in 2 hours. They even know how to make dental anxiety go away. They even have a laser that can help with your gums. Griswold Dental will make you want to smile again. They can restore, clean, and help prevent all those problems that keep me in business. Dr. Katzoff and his staff will make you feel like family. They're friendly and you'll be comfortable. Contact Griswold Dental today and set up an appointment. 860-376-2624. 860-376-2624. Griswold Dental, 87 Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Tell them the Tooth Fairy sent you.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street. Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And then they are stupid, it's funny.
We really have to get a new opening.
Yeah.
What should it say? What kind of things?
Good morning, Jewett City.
Yeah. Saw a couple of drunk guys on a Monday morning after a weekend binge. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
My buddy riding up and down the street with his boombox going crazy. Hey.
Sounds like Cheech and Chong.
Yo, man, I like a Cheech and Chong, you know. I grew up on that stuff.
And people still mimic them today.
My basketball teacher done teach me how to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were actually pretty funny. And actually, Cheech went on to do a lot of other stuff as an actor. He did well. He was funny.
He was on
Miami Vice.
But he was on another one too.
Yeah, he was on another show of investigation, something. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah. You know who turned out really, really, I thought was really good on, was it SUV? Oh
yeah, I know which one. Yeah.
Ice-T.
Yeah, he did well too. Yeah.
I have a meme that shows Ice-T holding the glass of iced tea.
Well, he did a commercial with something with tea. Yeah.
Iced tea.
Yeah.
Holding a glass of iced tea.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
A good weekend for Griswold sports. Very good weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, the Griswold High School Wolverines. I should say, because it's a co-op, it's the Griswold Wheeler Wolverines. They defeated Northwest Catholic on Saturday.
Yeah.
34-0. So it was a good game for them.
Mm-hmm.
Plainfield, not so fortunate. They lost to Quinnebog Valley. I think it was 40-0, something like that.
Wow,
yeah, they lost big.
That's big.
They lost big. Plainfield is no longer in the ECC for football. They have left the conference.
Oh, so they're not going to play Griswold then?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, they're still going to play them.
Oh, they're just
every Thanksgiving they're still going to play them.
Okay.
Killingly won big. I think it's 34 or 40-0.
Wow.
They beat Montville.
Oh, okay.
They beat the tar out of Montville.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they made him say mercy. Ledger won big over the weekend. Yeah, so football has started in the town. So
Yeah, good.
so there's that.
Yep.
Youth football as well. They defeated Killingly in all 3 games in the micros, the juniors and the seniors.
When was that? Sunday?
That was Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
That was Saturday.
Gotcha.
I have the scores here. We did we did not carry the youth games this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So the micros won 21-7. The juniors won 18-13. And the seniors won 35-0.
Wow.
So which is interesting because if you look at, the micros, juniors, seniors, really most of the kids that were on the micros last year are on the juniors this year, and they handily beat Grizzle twice. And now they're in the junior division, and Grizzle defeats them 18-13. So that is a really good sign. Grizzle youth football is and has been a dynasty.
Wow.
Year after year after year. Why that doesn't translate to high school? The only thing I can figure, and the only thing is that some of the kids, they go off to different schools.
Yeah.
And we're talking bona fide studs on the field. I mean, like Soren Reef, who is from Griswold and came up through the Griswold youth football through GYF. And he is now killing it up in Killingly. So
do they have
kid's a beast?
So
man.
if you're from Griswold, you still have a choice to go to different high schools.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There's quite a few actually. Mostly tech.
Yeah.
Mostly tech schools.
Yeah.
Speaking of tech schools,
Yeah.
Norwich Tech. They're going to be tough. The tech school, like, for example, Seth Cunningham, who was named last year the All Eastern Connecticut Player of the Year. So the hard thing is that the poor kid didn't get recognized for because the big conference is the ACC, right? They don't look at the tech school so much, as far as being, dominating in sports.
Yep.
But he was named, he's a quarterback, and he was named the All Eastern Connecticut Player of the Year.
Well, good for him.
So he's from
He was in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was Soren Reef.
Yeah.
Well, we had Soren Reef on virtually.
Yeah.
So he so Seth, who goes to Norwich Tech, another kid that came up through GYF, right? Cole Gear goes to a school up in Massachusetts.
Oh.
And you want to talk about a game changer. If we would have had these kids that stayed, here in Griswold, wow, it would just been. See, back in the 70s, in the early 80s, Griswold dominated everything. I mean, not Killingly, not NFA, not Ledyard, Montville, Stonington, none of them. It was Griswold. They dominated football. They dominated baseball. They dominated basketball in a big way. Deb, good morning, Deb. She said Anthony, her son, got ECC 2 years in a row. And she says she misses the high school football games. Anthony is, here's a kid that I followed his 4 years at Griswold, is Anthony Franklin. This kid, you want to talk about speedy. This kid was fast. And he got hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, he tore his ACL. He just had surgery. Recently, Deb, what was about a month ago that he had his surgery? So, but this kid, you want to talk about athletic, baseball, basketball, football. But the thing was, the difference was he was good. He's good in all of them. And you get one of these, July 6th, he had his surgery. He tore his ACL in his senior year. You have these kids that, have these unfortunate injuries.
Yep.
But you see the kid get the ball in football, and he was gone. So
that's why no matter what sport you play, the idea is to finish school, whether it be high school, college, whatever.
Right.
You need to finish school because at the drop of a hat, your career's over.
And it's unfortunate too, because this kid's very, very talented.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can find a niche somewhere where he can, because he's a young boy. I mean, it's not like he's old.
Yeah.
He's 21.
Well,
maybe?
even
Now?
even if he goes to college, there's still a chance he can still play. I mean, come on. I mean,
sure.
But if he gets it,
but I don't know about his eligibility because of his age now.
Oh,
so that's the other thing.
Gotcha.
He's only 18. Come on. I guess it was only 2 years ago. Jeez, time flies. Yeah. Sometimes you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's one of those kids that you're like,
yeah.
You just have that.
Yeah.
So he'll be 19 next month.
Huh. Oh well.
So good on him because he's a good kid. He's a really good kid. Anthony's a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
So good weekend for Grizzled Sports. It was nice to see that, but we can't stop at just football. No, soccer.
Yeah, the other thing.
Soccer. Griswold won their opening contest. 1-0. And the team that they beat, they haven't beat them in, I think it was like at least 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. It was, they won 1-0. And one of the nice things about Grizzled soccer is that it was the return of a young man who went to Cheshire Academy for a couple of years, or for a year, Dylan Fryer. And he's a goalie. And it's funny because I used to, and his dad is Scott Fryer.
Oh, air fryer, man.
Air fryer, Scott Fryer. He's back at goalie for Grizzled, and it's Montville. They beat him 1-0, which is a team they haven't beaten in 5+ years in soccer.
Wow!
So it's funny because every time a couple years ago, when Dylan would have a good game at goal and shut him out, his father Scott is a fan of rap music and that kind of stuff. So I would do an LL Cool J and say, "Mama said shut you out." It was just a thing between Scott and I.
Gotcha.
And I would post it, and yeah.
Gotcha.
Facebook user, whoever you are, says, "I know all about injuries and how they crush expectations."
Yeah.
Let's see who is a Facebook user.
They certainly do.
I don't know. Because they didn't click the name to say, okay, you can show my name. So somebody says that they know all about injuries.
Yeah.
And actually, I can't see it today. So
yeah.
So sorry to hear that, Facebook user. Did you, Rich Waldron? Oh, okay. Oh, and Rich, I'm assuming you're speaking about your daughter, or are we talking about you? Because she was injured last year.
Gotcha.
Great softball pitcher. Yeah, yes, exactly. So they did. They had a. You know, it's sad to hear about some of these kids that get injured, and then can't play. Like Rich Waldron has a couple of great softball pitchers.
Yeah.
In his family, his two daughters.
Well,
Anthony Franklin, who we just talked about it a moment ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at UConn women's basketball. The famous Paige Beckers.
Yeah.
Last year she went out, right? So she didn't play.
And this year
she's out again because now she's injured again. Now she was the first one to ever get an endorsement.
Yeah.
Make money as a college student. Yeah. Now she's out for another year.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
and they said she was going to be the girl.
I know.
And she's what, Pennsylvania? Is she from?
I'm not sure where she's from.
Well, either way, yeah, they said that she was going to be it.
So that'd be pretty much 2 years that she's going to be out.
Okay.
So
Rich says that Kaylin's playing in first college games on Saturday, so that's good.
Yeah.
So at least she's continuing on with her softball career.
Yep.
Now I believe his other daughter, Rich, please, correct me if I'm wrong. Maya, she's done playing softball. She pretty much, I guess, stopped playing.
Yeah. I got to go up for a second. Got a call.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Must be funeral arrangements for, when you're 78. Anyway, Maya was a wonderful pitcher. We actually carried one of the state title games. It was a semifinal game against Brantford. It was a North Brantford, and it was out in Stamford somewhere. And we carried that game, and we just kept watching, and lo and behold, we didn't realize that Kevin Merchant and I were carrying the game. And all of a sudden, around the fourth inning, we're thinking, this kid's got a perfect game going. Now we're talking at the state level semifinals. She had a perfect game, and they were winning 1-0. So, and the only reason they got that one run was in the first inning when Maddie Lavoisier hit a home run to left center field. So that was an amazing game, and she did end up with a complete game, perfect game against North Brantford. And if you follow Wolverines football at all, the story between Griswold and North Brantford has a good twist and story to it over the last 5 years. They've become quite a rival for the Wolverines. So last year the Griswold Wolverines had a kind of an off year. So, but you look at Coach Rick Aramoni, and that's not going to last very long because we talk about sports dynasties, and how cool would it be to have Griswold progress back into that, like in the 70s and the 80s. So, you okay?
Everything's fine. We're good.
You sure?
Yep.
All right. Good. Victoria says, "Good to see you upright yet this morning, Mike. Since Kevin Cunningham put me in the Deadpool last weekend.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm still here, at least in maybe in the the multiverse. It happened in a different one, but I'm here in this universe.
Yeah, there you go.
Speaking of Kevin Cunningham, we will have him here Wednesday. Yeah. We'll have So.
Yeah, good. We'll find out what's happening in Plainfield.
Plainfield is zipping right along. Let me tell you.
I know. It breaks my heart to see.
It breaks your heart to see Plainfield doing good?
Yeah, because Grizzly ain't doing crap.
Well,
it's just, it's like,
you want crap, you're going to get crap.
Yeah. Maybe someday we'd be able to brag about something that's going on.
It's not because of lack of opportunity.
No.
Grizzle has a lot of residents that have this disease.
Yeah, I know.
This disease. It's NIMBYism.
Yeah.
And, it's something they don't want to let go of. And they can through therapy and through the correct guidance.
I know.
Yes, grizzled resident, you can become a non-nimbious person. Yeah.
I agree.
So get rid of nimbyism.
Maybe something will happen.
Huh?
Then maybe something will happen.
Who knows?
And then when something does happen and something goes wrong, everybody picks on everybody because something happened.
Do you? I know you think you know. I know you know. But what NIMBYism is?
I know where it is.
You know what it is. So if we could get rid of that, or at least some of it, in our community, how well would we do?
I'd be doing well. Yeah.
Because if you look at 164, where the old Stott property is, right?
Yep.
That area is prime. You're right off of the highway. You can build far enough back.
Yep.
Why? I don't understand it. And Plainfield is just putting out their hand and saying, we'll work with you. We want you here. Why aren't we doing that? Now, then I hear, it's a lot of red tape this, red tape that. No, it's either you want them or you don't. Sometimes you got to bend a little bit, right? You're on economic development,
which we haven't had a meeting for a while.
Well, there you go. Sometimes you got to bend a little bit. You got to swallow your pride a little bit and say, that's not the best deal for the first 5 years, but you know what? It'll bring people to the community.
Yeah.
It'll bring business in.
Yeah.
You got to.
I hear you. Same old.
Daryl says, what are you talking about? We just got a shiny new AutoZone. No.
That's Lisbon.
Griswold didn't get an AutoZone.
Yeah, that's Lisbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they could have built over here somewhere. But why they went over there? Because it's right on Route 12 next to all the businesses there. What do we have?
We get Chinese food.
Yeah, got plenty of that. Plenty of pizza.
A couple of ours.
And plenty of booze.
And lots of barbers.
Yeah, barber shops.
You can't crap on the barbers, though, because everybody needs a haircut. You can't go into, if you go into a barber shop, right, and you see 5-6 barbers and they're all working constantly. Well,
yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
Daryl says just combine all of the zip codes and be done with it.
Well, we are on Lisbon zip code.
No.
Yes, we are.
No. Lisbon's on our zip code.
Well, all right. Lisbon's on our zip code.
06351 is Jewett City.
And Lisbon.
Griswold. Yeah.
Lisbon. The only place I think it changes is when you head out towards Glasgow. I think I know the phone exchange, I think, changes somewhere out that end.
Was it become like Stonington or something?
Yeah, because close to the Stonington line. Yeah. So, every time we talk to somebody, it's the same old.
Laura, you are correct. 06351 is Lisbon, Griswold, and Jewett City.
Yep.
Daryl says, let's invade and take their stuff. I think we can, got to be careful in Lisbon. Tom Sparkman, as a former state trooper, he's retired.
Yeah.
From that gig. So, he's got strategy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to send the Columbiates in. First line of defense. Yeah. Send in it's the first line you see in the parade.
Yeah.
From the Columbiates.
Yeah. That advanced logo is just about done too. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That went up quick.
Yeah. Yep. So
it's like making it was like making a microwave cupcake. Those mug cakes.
Yeah. I mean, the closest one is Plainfield.
Yeah. Well, if you're talking about AutoZone, but we have other auto stores.
Napa.
Yeah, we have Napa.
Yeah.
Daryl says, but we got all the gun stores.
Yeah, that's true. We do.
We have 2 right across the street from each other.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So we got beer and guns.
Great combo.
Yeah. And pizza.
Huh?
And pizza.
Yeah.
And if you don't like pizza, you're going to have Chinese food.
That's right.
How's that?
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Instead of the sunflower as being, the what do you call it? The icon or whatever symbol for Griswold, they should make it Yosemite Sam.
Yeah.
Varmint.
Well,
They should,
can't be Yosemite Sam because we got barbers here.
Huh?
We got barbershops.
Yeah.
So it would have to be kind of a clean shaven icon. Yeah.
Denise and Chris, I don't know which one put this, but they say, sweet, love, beer, pizza, and guns.
There you go.
And good morning, Kurt, out there in Oklahoma. How are you, buddy?
Yeah. The other
Haven't
thing,
seen much of you lately.
Yeah. The other thing we got is churches.
Huh?
Churches.
We do.
So we got God and guns. God's guns and pizza.
Daryl says, well, at least our troops will have the best hair. Victoria says Sterling has 2 gun stores. There's 12 people in Sterling. They have 2 gun
I
stores,
didn't know they had a gun
but they have no
store.
gas station.
I didn't realize they had a gun store in Sterling.
I didn't know either. But not one, but
you
2.
you blink your eyes and you go through Sterling.
They have 2.
You missed it. I know. Well, they got a bunch of turkeys in Sterling.
Are you picking on the residents again?
No.
Stop it.
They'll be there until at least November.
Yeah. Oh. You're talking. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Let's see. Rich Wasselick. Hey, Rich, are you here tomorrow morning? What's up with you? He says, God, gun, pizza, and beer. That's the perfect weekend.
It is. He's right.
Because look at all the debauchery you can create and then just go to church and say, oh, didn't do it. Or I'm sorry.
Yep.
I forgot that was illegal.
Yeah. Interesting.
But if you look at a lot of small towns across America, it's kind of how it is. Barbershop.
Yeah.
Beer.
Plenty of beer.
Guns.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize we were a redneck town.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Partner. Do we? We don't have it. I think it's Volatile that has an alpaca farm.
Yes, they do. It's up on one.
Does Preston have one too?
I don't know.
I think Preston has an alpaca farm.
Yeah,
too.
alpaca farm is on 138.
Yeah.
Oh, for one. Yeah.
So getting back to this sickening disease known as NIMBYism.
Yep.
We how do we change that? I mean, because really it's in your head. It's not something that's going to physically hurt you.
Yeah.
It could make a lot of people physically ill and sick to their stomach.
Yeah. Well, we have to change the mindset. Unfortunately, that's kind of tough to do.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, with old money.
Mm-hmm.
Because old money, let's face it, a lot of the land in town is old money, not young money.
Yeah.
So.
We've talked about, I know I've said it a bunch of times, that the old money and the young money
butt heads.
They're butting heads, right? And they're clashing a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. And this everything takes, why does everything have to take so long? I mean,
look at Plainfield. It doesn't take that long.
I don't understand. And I know that this 164 thing has been going on for how many years?
40. Who knows?
And it's like, I mean, I can understand taking some time. We had the COVID thing, but that's been over now for 2 freaking years. I mean, come on.
Look at the senior center. It's built. And there are still things that are holding it up.
Yeah, they can't get
stuff. Get over it. People that are saying, oh, we spent all the money. Well, we did spend the money. It's gone. Now let's enjoy it and open it up.
Yeah, well, I think
get over it. There's nothing you can do.
Still missing some stuff.
Okay, then get it.
Yeah, well, I think they're trying.
Yeah, I don't know what the holdup is there.
Yeah, I don't.
I haven't talked to anybody about it, but holy cow, the bill. is beautiful there. There's not much more we can do about it.
Yeah, I know. I thought September was the time it was going to open, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I mean, I think they're still waiting for some different materials to come.
I did talk to Tina Falk, and I said so. We haven't gotten into any in depth because that would be kind of unfair to her or anybody else in the process.
Yeah.
I just said and she goes, well, we're working on it, and that they are. So it's really all you can say. But I don't know, for the people that are saying, well, we spent too much money, and you get the people on Griswold now going, why we should have. Well, it doesn't matter now. It's there. Oh, you can complain all you want. It's not going to change it.
Yeah.
I could sit here and bitch and moan, about, what I think or what I don't think. It doesn't change it.
The people that are bitching and moaning are the ones that probably don't use it, but eventually their time will come. Well, they will use it.
Yeah.
Right now, they could care less. But there are people in this town that need to have the senior center. There are certain services that they provide that these people need, not only old people, but certain young folks as well. So,
there are a lot of services that come out of the Griswold Senior Center that people don't even know. No, of course not. It's not just seniors.
No,
it's people of every demographic.
Yeah.
They handle social services.
Yeah, and if
in the town. So
if you're 55 years old, you're eligible to be a senior.
Yes.
Yeah. So
bingo.
Quit your complaining.
But it's just I don't know if people are aware of how much they actually do.
I don't think they do. No, when they look at it, like 4.5 months to give me a refund. So if anybody switches from Atlantic Broadband over to Xfinity and you have a partial bill that they owe you money, you should get your check in about 4.5 months.
4.5 months. So let's go back to 164.
Yep.
Or even 138. 10,000 cars that go through a day or a week.
Yeah.
I know I'm freezing up. For anybody that says you're freezing up or whatever, I'm going to be honest with you. I know it well before you do. It's for some reason Atlantic Broadband just sucks sometimes, and it's weird because even if I have a just a regular LAN connection, it'll do the same thing.
Oh yeah,
so
I know,
but we're back.
Yeah, and their service department is wonderful.
Yeah, right.
Try calling them.
I'm telling you, anybody that wants to call Atlantic Broadband or Breeze, call the business.
You know
center.
something? I tried that over the weekend.
Yeah.
I called the residential line.
Yeah.
50. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Then I called the business line. 1.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't come on, but it was still less than 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
1.5 minutes versus 55. I'm telling you right now, folks, call the business line. Don't even mess with
I got to a
residential.
I got to a point where I was ready to write them a letter. Their corporate headquarters are actually in Massachusetts.
Victoria just said I chatted with them the other night on their app. She said it worked great.
Yeah.
That's good. I know Verizon does that. And a few others.
Xfinity does too.
Yeah, because you can have actually a rep talking to 2 or 3 people at the same time.
Yeah, because what you do is you just simply go online, tell me a complaint, and then they get back and forth to you eventually. It's not like a chat line where you.
Oh no, there are a lot of chat. You can live chat with a lot of.
But with Xfinity, it's actually communicating with them. You put your information in, they go up to other people, then they come back and they talk to you. It's not like the chats where you constantly talk to them.
Well, that may be Xfinity, but the other ones are.
Yeah, they're not like that. That's
no, that they are. So which is good.
Yeah.
So what is your feeling on the senior center? See, the senior center to me is is a structure that when it's filled and, and usable, that's going to, people that want to come to this town are going to look and say, oh, look at the senior center. Not everybody, is late 20s with a 3-year-old.
Right.
It's, you get people that are moving into this town that are in their 60s.
Yeah.
Many.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of glad they built it. It was time, it was due. Unfortunately, all the problems they had with it. We're just going to get there eventually. It'll be working. It'll be up and operational. I'm sure very soon. So it'll be good for the town.
It'll be very good for the town.
Yeah.
And
I don't even belong to it.
No, I know you don't.
No.
But I think the seniors deserve it.
Yeah.
They're the ones that paved the way for a lot of people in this town.
Yeah.
And the people that are in their 20s and 30s now, in a couple of decades, they're the ones that are paving the way for their kids. Sometimes you got to pay it forward.
Yeah.
You got to pay it forward to get it paid back.
Yeah. That's true.
So hopefully they can, whatever center and whatever the the problems are, that it can get straightened out.
Yeah, I think they've been waiting for some stuff to come in.
Yeah, I don't even know. I just, because like I said, I don't want to. First of all, I know Tina's frustrated, as far as, she wants to be in the new senior center.
Of course.
That's the only thing I know about. I would be frustrated at that too. It's like, come on, let's just do this. What's holding it up? I don't know.
Yeah, something,
and
something on order, and they just can't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can get it rectified.
Yeah.
Moving on. All right. So you all right?
Yeah.
You sure?
So let me ask you.
Oh boy, here it comes.
No.
You haven't done your dad joke yet.
Oh, I can if you want to
do the dad joke.
Well, let me find it because I did have one that I was I saved it so I could tell you. I just got to go to it.
So you didn't forget it.
What does a dog say when he has a bad day? Bad day.
It was rough.
That's
hey, I actually got one right.
It's rough.
Rough.
Yep.
Take a bite out of crime.
There you go. That's it.
Boy, I got that one quick on you too.
Yeah. So I got a question for you.
Okay.
This is what I was asking you for before. Do you know who Nancy Green is?
No.
All right. This was a great woman that was erased by a bunch of idiots in history.
Okay.
She was born a slave in 1894 in Montgomery.
1894?
1834.
Oh, okay. I was saying, hey, wasn't it over by then?
1834. Became a wealthy superstar in the advertising world and the first living trademark.
Really?
Yeah. Green was 56 years old when she was selected a spokesman for this product. Okay. She demonstrated the product.
Coca-Cola.
No. And she immediately became a star. She was a great storyteller. Her personality was warm, appealing, and her showmanship
NBC
was exceptional. Her exhibition booth drew so many people, and security personnel were assigned to keep crowds moving. Nancy Green was signed a lifetime contract, okay, for this product. She was extremely well paid, had financial freedom, the stature of a natural spokesman, aspired to become a leading person in the advertising world. You know who she is?
Nancy Green.
What product did she do?
General Motors. No. Does anybody know?
Anybody know who Nancy Green was?
Nancy Green. I do not know.
Aunt Jemima.
Wow. Rich just said syrup.
Aunt Jemima.
Denise said yes. Aunt Jemima.
Yeah.
So raise your hand if you asked Alexa that or Googled it before you typed it. So Aunt Jemima was actually Nancy Green. So she was the spokesperson for it too.
For pancakes, yep.
Somebody said, hell no. Come on. This is why on my TikTok channel at night, people go, hey, do trivia, Mike, do trivia. No, because people cheat. They cheat. You ask them a question and you know damn well they're on their other device, looking for the answer.
And of course, now she's erased from history.
And that's exactly what Rich just typed. He said, knew when he said idiots erased her from history. He said that was his clue.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Aunt Jemima's Aunt Jemima. Uncle Ben is Uncle Ben. And it's a name. It's not I don't understand why that would actually be some sort of slur.
It wasn't.
I don't get it.
Yeah. And she was a slave. She actually was a slave too.
Was Aunt Jemima a bad person?
No.
Of course not.
No.
I thought she was quite fun, actually.
Yeah,
you ever see the commercials, right?
Yeah.
Rich, I didn't see if you said if you're coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting story.
It is an interesting. I saw it over the weekend and I thought it was great.
Huh?
I saw it over the weekend and I thought it was really an interesting story.
You've just now become the Mom Harvey. Boy, they're awful. They've been terrible all day.
Yeah. Now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. With their internet today, it's just going in and out and in and out. By the way, Victoria, hey, I froze. You got to find more stories like that. That was really cool. I love Paul Harvey.
I saw it over the weekend. And I said, that's a very interesting story.
Huh?
It was very interesting.
Yeah. I used to love Paul Harvey,
yeah.
And all of his stories and everything that he did.
Mm-hmm.
You can there are actually all of his rest of the stories, they're all online.
Yeah.
You can actually get transcripts of them too, which is pretty cool. So if you want to read it.
Yeah.
So, but Paul Harvey, you're talking about.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Uncle Ben has been erased too.
That's why I said.
I'm not quite sure what that story is. Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought I saw that someplace a long time ago, but yeah.
Victoria said, did you see that anything with squaw in the name is being changed?
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to Squaw Rock Road? I'm going to have to do this off of a hotspot because Atlantic Broadband just can't get it going today. So hold on.
I don't know. Is squaw a insult word in the Native American?
Is what?
In the Native American culture, is that really squaw? Is that like a slang word? Is it something that I don't know?
I don't know.
I really don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
Does anybody know that? Anybody know the answer?
Yeah.
Does anybody know what NIMBYism is that we were referring to? I know you know.
I know.
I know. All Victoria said. She says no, it's not. It means female. I'm sure she's.
Then what's the problem? If it's in the Native American culture, then
I don't know.
What's the big deal? Are they complaining about it? If they're not complaining about it, then why are other people complaining about it? Mm-hmm. Mind your own damn business.
Trying to. All right. So far, we're connected.
Oh well.
I don't know why.
I don't know what to tell you.
Let's see. Facebook user, whoever this might be. Yes, this is how I remember her name, as there was a commentator discussing her along with some statutes that folks wanted to take down due to it being offensive. Some folks need to get a life. They also had a protest to change the Killingly Redmen name. So thank you, Facebook user.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody joins this chat, there's a link up at the top that says, StreamYard, which is the company that we do the software that we use. That they can use your name. Otherwise, if you click that, then you're fine. But otherwise, you're going to come up as Joey Anonymous.
I would think that. Why would you want to take it down? This Nancy Green person was somebody to look up to for what she did. So why are you criticizing her? People will never know who she is now.
It's all part of cancel culture.
I mean, I don't get it.
And I don't know how. And Griswold.
It's probably people who don't even know what the hell we're talking about. They have no idea what this person did.
Yeah.
So just cancel them.
Yeah.
Because they see on the cover.
There is no history anymore.
Yeah. And then on the cover, there's a stocky woman representing her. And I don't think she really, I don't think she was really that stocky, but still, I mean, there's her picture.
Pretty lady.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
it is too bad. And you know what? I don't know. I just think that we have better things to worry about in this world.
Yeah.
To whether or not we should use the name Aunt Jemima or not.
Yeah. I mean, that's what she went by. She didn't have a problem with it.
Victoria says Nancy Green was a success story. You would think they would highlight that success instead of erasing it. Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. 100% there.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she did it till she was over 80 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich says worst part is society is allowing it.
Yeah. Well, the problem in society is that most of the society is certain individuals, and the rest of us who are not fighting it. We're not standing up for it. We're just sitting back and saying, let them talk. Yeah.
And is it just because she is black? Is that why?
I'm not sure.
And Jemima is supposedly a slur. Maybe it's a slur. You could use any name or any word, and it can be some sort of slur to something or somebody.
Yeah.
But if you take the brand Aunt Jemima, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. You're not going to buy Nancy green syrup, are you? No, you're going to buy Aunt Jemima syrup. Why? Because it's
and she didn't have a problem.
I mean, then they had the picture. She's just a friendly lady. Of course, you want to buy syrup from a friendly lady. I do.
Yeah.
Land of Lakes got rid of the Indian on their logo.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And
that's been on there for years. And of course, in my younger days, if you cut the cart in a certain way, the knees showed up in a certain spot.
Great. Wonderful. So anyway, dirty old man.
No, I'm just saying
Suppose you have a collection of National Geographics at home too. No. Look at the pygmies.
No. I mean, that was years ago. Come on. I don't even know if the National Stuff magazine's still out there.
National Geographic?
Yeah. Is it? That used to be the.
I think it's more online now.
Yeah, that was.
No, there's really not a lot of magazines.
That was like the Playboy of yonder years.
So let's go back to, and I just want to go back to NIMBYism again.
Oh, NIMBYism, yeah.
Which is one of those things that we suffer from in this town. There's a lot of people that suffer from this terrible, terrible disease, and this disease right here, just it stops economic development.
Yes, it does.
And for what? The problem is you have a lot of people that suffer from NIMBYism that are complaining about their taxes. My taxes are too high. My taxes are this. My taxes are that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you're suffering from NIMBYism,
Yeah.
you got to have it my way. For those of you, should we drop what NIMBYism is? Does anybody out there know what NIMBYism is? And what kind of a destructive disease this is? And it's Griswold is one of the towns that it really.
Oh, yeah, we suffer from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
You don't get it from a mosquito.
No.
You don't get it from a snake bite.
No. No.
You get it from ignorant people. And Laura, you are 100% correct. NIMBY stands for Not in My Backyard. NIMBY.
Right.
No, I don't want this. No, I don't want that. I want my taxes to go lower. Oh, but I don't want a tax-paying business that will affect my tax rate or mill rate. We don't want that.
Nope.
It's a definition of being crazy.
Yep.
Doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, expecting a change, right? Well, guess what? Your taxes are going to continue to go. This is just math. Your taxes are going to continue to increase because products, their prices go up. So building costs go up. The cost of running a town and everything goes up. You're never going to see taxes go down except for one thing, and that's bringing in commercial development into a town. And if you are constantly sitting there saying, I don't want this here, I don't want that there, your taxes are never going to go down. So stop complaining. Do something about it. Be part of the execution of things, not the problem.
Yeah. Yep.
If you're rooting for the problem, you're not going to have a solution.
Yep. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
No, but it's.
I don't know what's.
It just happens. It's just the way that
everything
it is.
is like so slow to get something
In Griswold.
Yeah.
Not in Plainfield.
Everything is so slow.
We should have people in from Griswold when Kevin's here. Maybe Kevin can say, this is what you do.
I don't know what the story is.
We don't even have a town planner anymore.
Yeah, we do.
Really?
Where is he? It's what we do.
Yeah. Who?
Mario.
Who?
Mario.
Really?
Why? Where'd he go?
Suspended.
What?
Yeah. Suspended, I guess, with pay.
For what?
That's the rumor, but I know he's not there.
What?
Don't know. I don't know. So how are we going to finish the things on 138 if we don't have a town planner?
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding. Why would I kid about that?
I wonder how many people know that.
Well, 12.
I had no clue.
Yeah. Why? It's not all over Griswold now? The news source of this town?
Wow.
Let's just keep following Griswold now for that. Good luck with that.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. We don't even have a town planner right now.
Well, must be because of something. I don't know. Well, whatever. I'm sure we will.
Mario was walked out of the building and supervised as he left.
Wow. So,
I don't know why. I don't know what caused it.
wow. Interesting.
Rich, you said all meetings canceled. What do you mean all meetings canceled? I mean, has the town just ceased to operate? What are you talking about there? Are you talking about unless he's talking about just Oh, P&Z meetings. Okay, thanks, Kathy.
Well, I would think P&Z and economic development would be canceled then.
Huh?
Because Mario kind of runs it.
Well, as he said, P&Z meetings.
What about, I think
They're
economic.
canceled. Or EDC?
He runs those meetings.
If you ain't got P&Z, you ain't got EDC.
Well, he runs EDC as well.
Well, not anymore.
Wow.
And I think the horrible thing is with you being on EDC, you were not informed.
No.
Why?
I don't know. There's no communication in this town. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you anything. See, that's the problem with this town. There's never any communication. Now, whether or not that's really news to be out there, I don't know.
Well, I think that is news. It is absolutely news when the town planner is not there anymore. We don't have a town planner, and the town planner is the go-to person for development.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
I don't know why. I don't know if he did anything or didn't do anything. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, so I don't even know if it's justified or not justified. I just know he's not there.
Well, there must be some reason because they wouldn't have walked him out of the building. If it was,
I'm not vilifying anybody. I'm saying he's not there. But apparently there's nothing in place. What? We just need a town manager.
Wow. Yeah, they wouldn't. I mean, you don't get walked out for no apparent reason.
We need a town manager with a council.
No, well,
that's what we're going. We're still working off of a charter from 1655 or something.
Wow. I'm shocked. Oh, well, interesting.
Rich says, Rich does more talking in chat on these shows than he does when he's on that microphone right there.
Well, that's all right.
The other side of it, town cannot comment on personnel issues.
They can't. That is true.
And that's fine. And I didn't ask the town to. I didn't ask anybody to. I'm just saying this is what's going on.
That is true. That is true. You can't.
And we can't get butthurt because Mike said something.
I don't.
I'm just saying the fact.
Wow.
Because I'm going to get, some sort of backlash from this from somebody. Why? For saying something that actually is happening?
Yeah. Oh, whatever. And he's very much involved in the grant and the infrastructure piece on 164. Because he was part of getting that thing going with the design, and because it's supposed to start next year.
Mm-hmm.
So.
See, I know what it is.
Oh.
I know what it is with us. And I know why we get the cold shoulder. Because we disrupt. We disrupt the natural course of action that it's been the same thing year after year after year, decade after decade. And the people that listen who are getting the truth, not from bullshit on Grizzled Now, they're hearing it here. And that pisses them off.
Wow. They're going to raid your house. FBI is going to come in.
For what? What the hell are you going to come to my house for?
Maybe you got some records there they want to find out.
I got nothing.
They're going to be going through your underwear drawer.
I got nothing.
Man.
No, I mean, it's true.
Wow. Man.
I'm just, am I lying? No. Am I being untruthful?
No.
There you go.
Well, I'm sure you would never say anything about the planner if it wasn't true.
I didn't say anything bad about Mario.
No, you didn't.
I didn't say anything about the administration negatively. No, I just said, this is what happened.
Yeah. No, that's a surprise.
This is what happened. That was it.
Yeah.
If we're going to get butthurt about it, and, it's because they didn't want anybody to know about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well. Who knows? I'm sure we'll never find out.
Somebody says, Were you hiding it so the feds will stay out of the party draw?
Yeah, I think they're going to go into this underwear draw.
No, nobody wants to go there. Nobody. Look, I love this town. I've been a part of this town for 40 plus years. 40 plus years. I mean, probably. All right, put it this way. We moved into town when I was 4. 52 years. Not many people can say they've been here 52 years. There are some, but not a lot.
The numbies. The
NIMBYs. And I do. I love this town.
Well,
But I want to see it flourish. And it's not going to flourish if everything is a big shh.
oh. Man, you upset the apple cart this morning.
Facebook user. Nothing is a secret in any town.
No. Well, you just let the cat out of the bag.
Victoria says, kind of hard to hide it. Town planner is an important position.
Absolutely. Especially when we need to get stuff going.
Huh?
Especially that we need to get stuff going. I hope that doesn't put everything on hold again.
My whole issue with this town is that right now nobody knows what's going on.
That is true.
There's nothing going on with EDC.
Nope.
There's nothing going with P&Z. I don't know anything that I've seen anything on the Board of Selectmen, agenda that really has anything to do with pushing this town forward.
No. And that's unfortunate because a lot of the stuff that's going on right now with talks with some of the developers that are coming to 164 might be on standstill or on standby now because we don't have the planner around to have them talk to. Does that delay us more?
But here's what I would like. And this is what does not happen. Unfortunately, we bring up subject matters that are hopefully important to people that live in this town, people that live in homes that they own in this town, business owners, landowners. These are things, but nobody wants to talk about this stuff. No, I mean, every time I talk to somebody, it's like, boom, their head goes right in the sand like an ostrich. That doesn't solve anything.
I know. We really have to.
Jennifer just says Mario is still listed as the planner on the Griswold website.
Oh, he would be. They wouldn't take him off.
Would that be because of the union? I believe. Don't quote me, but I believe he's union.
He's just suspended. That's all. Suspended with pay. But he's not been fired or anything like that. So he's still a planner. He has not been fired.
No,
he's not been fired.
He's I think the correct term is paid on it. He's on paid administrative leave.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's nothing.
Hopefully not.
But when you have that's an important position and somebody that really has a lot to do with economic and community development.
Absolutely.
That should be out there.
Yeah, he's big time into communicating with any developers that are coming in or any future developers coming in. If we don't have a plan now, that's kind of a bummer for us.
Right. Yeah. So we're not saying yes or no, why, it's a problem or not a problem. It's just that it happened. And if anybody wants to come in from the town and say, hey, look, this is what's going on, we'd love to have you on. Love it. You'd be respected, whoever you are. Come on in. We just want to know.
Yeah.
Just want to know.
Wow. Yeah.
I love this town. I know you do too. This is why we do certain things in this town. I'm not talking about here at SNSN. I'm talking about, on different boards and commissions that you and I are both on.
Yeah.
It's because we care about this town. There's a lot of people that do.
Right.
And I'm not saying that the people downtown hall don't care about this town, because they do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there.
Right.
But let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what's going on, and let's talk about how do we let's push this town forward.
Yeah. I mean, we keep hearing, it's going, but nothing's happening. You know, people voted on the referendum how many years ago to put infrastructure in?
We'll explain COVID.
Well, that was originally some of the issue, but we've been out of COVID now, going on a couple of years. So.
You want to know the funny thing about it is that there's one organization in town that's really unaffected and just keeps moving on. The borough. Think about it. They're business as usual.
Yeah.
Who thought I'd say that? But it's true.
Yeah. Oh, well, like I said, I had no, maybe that's why we not having a meeting.
I don't know.
Well, the last one got canceled.
What, EDC?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you still have things on the EDC agenda like flag RV update.
It's still there.
What the hell?
It's still there.
It's still there. Folks, go on the Grizzle website and look at the Economic Development Commission agenda. Month after month after month after month. You know, I think it's number 2 or number 3.
It's actually number 1, I think.
Flag RV update. Mr. Flag has sold his entire dealership. All of them. Over a year ago. Yet, it is still on the EDC website as viable conversation. What is there to talk about? Honestly, Paul, when it comes up, what happens? Serious.
Oh, they talk about the land
Okay.
up for sale, but it's no different than any other piece of land that's up for
Right.
sale.
Why don't we talk about every commercial piece of land
I know,
that's out for sale? Why do we have to?
I know. I hear you. No, you're right. It's not a special. It's a piece of land. Yeah, I agree. But there are other pieces of land for sale in town too. Then but hey, whatever.
So Victoria says Paul needs to make a motion to remove it.
We did. We talked to we had spoken to the remember we talked to the selectmen, first selectmen about having that removed.
Yeah, but I don't think that would be the selectmen's issue. I think that would be your committee.
We asked, but she was to remove. I mean, I think I mentioned it, and it's the idea of the land. So, and I agree with you 100%. But sometimes, even though you make a motion, it doesn't come off. So they'll get turned down. So.
I don't understand why it's still relevant and why it needs, and I know it's just something very, very small, but why does it need to be there?
Well, I kind of
to make it look like they're actually talking about something.
No, I kind of agree with you because originally it was going to be something, but again,
yes.
Now, like I said, it's no different than any other piece of land that's for sale. And why are we highlighting that piece of property rather than some other resident's piece of property? Same thing. So, but chairman wants it on there, so simple as that. Can't change it.
I mean, I know I'm a little over the top on a lot of
well, I
stuff,
know, but they do bring it up and they do talk about the real estate agents looking into it and stuff like that.
But I would really like to know on a lot of the different things that we've talked about this morning.
Yeah.
These are things, the reason why we're talking about it is because we don't have answers.
No.
And people that live in this town, I think, deserve those answers.
Yeah.
Jennifer, Victoria says the committee chair, yes, sets that agenda. That is correct. I mean, I'm on the rec board. You're on, we're both on public safety.
Mm-hmm.
You're on EDC.
Yeah.
So,
but they do talk about the land, the real estate, because Charlotte's a real estate agent. and she kind of follows what's going on with that piece.
And that's fine. So
Yeah.
why doesn't Charlotte talk about other pieces of real estate?
No.
I mean, I can understand if they're talking about pieces of real estate, not just one. Why don't you change the agenda, the line item, to possible land parcels for economic development?
Yeah.
What a great project that would be for perhaps Charlotte Gear.
I'm sure she gets
She could maybe come up with 4 or 5,
Oh,
and
sure
you
she
can
does.
talk about it at the meeting. All right, now this would be proactive.
Yeah.
Talk about these lands, or these parcels of land, and then maybe even have a little workshop and say, all right, this could go here, this could go here. This is who we could pitch if we ever get a town planner again.
No, they do. They do pitch the pieces of property when.
I just looked, and Victoria said, so rename the line item.
Well, I don't disagree,
GMTA.
but we tried to do that, and it ain't happening. So
I just honestly think that the residents of this town deserve the answers.
until they speak up, nothing's going to happen.
We are the voice of the voice.
Well, it's some of the residents stand up. It's not calling town hall and saying, what the hell is going on?
Kathy just says, sounds like Mike wants a spot on the EDC committee. Oh, no.
There is one spot open. Too.
They don't want me.
There's a spot open.
They don't want me.
Yeah, there's one.
I will guarantee you that.
One opening.
Yeah. They're looking, oh, no. We like it nice and quiet the way it is.
No.
Yeah, no, that's probably not going to happen.
No, well. We can talk about this till we're blue in the face. It ain't going to change.
Kathy, I want them to do something constructive. I don't want them to sit around, like the good old boys club, and talk about a piece of land that doesn't matter. I'd like to see them actually do something, talk proactively, talk about pieces of land that you could go out, go ahead and talk to certain companies or businesses or manufacturing facilities, warehouses, anything, especially down 138 or 164, where there's plenty of space there right off the highway, equidistant from Worcester, Hartford, and Providence.
They do.
Hello!
Well, the one thing that we don't know is they do talk to people about what land's available. When a business comes in, all right, they talk to the planner, they talk to the first selectman, but there are certain things that they can't say because a lot of businesses don't want to know.
And I get that.
So it's a privacy issue.
But if you have one person doing it instead of 4 people, I'm not saying tell us, but and I know. Nothing.
Yeah, I kind of agree. There hasn't been much in the last few months.
It's like anything else in this world, any piece of business.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a store, let's say, okay, so here's the God's honest truth. When I worked at Verizon Wireless, one of the things that I taught when I was training is 20% of your business is going to walk in the door. The other 80%, you got to find it.
Oh, yeah.
You got to go somewhere. You got to make phone calls, friends. I know, but that's how they do it in the automobile industry. They look for references. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Do you know anybody else that may want to switch over or whatever? And then what happens over time is now you've built a customer base because just like the car business, just like I would assume the insurance business, I shouldn't speak to that because I really don't know, but I would assume even in the cell phone industry, it's cyclical.
Yeah.
It just keeps going round and round. And you have and that's what happened with me. I built quite a customer base, and over time, I made very good money at Verizon Wireless.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like town business. You got to keep talking to people. You got to go get them. You got to go get them and tell them this is why they need to be here. Because if you get somebody in a corporation and you have somebody with some excitement that's coming to me and saying, you need to be here, what are you going to do? You may tell them to say, we'll call you back, but they're thinking about it.
I mean, there has been some of that stuff. There's places out there where I think a lot of land that's in Griswold is up on websites where people can look at it and say, oh, this piece of property is available. That piece of property is available. So it's not that we haven't done that. I believe we have, except we don't see it. Okay. I know they've advertised different pieces of property. Look at the piece of property off there, off the old 201 exit, where they were eventually, there's a piece of property there.
In Hopeville.
Yeah. They talked about, perhaps being a truck stop being there, but people saw that property somewhere. So they came in and looked at it. My guess.
So why don't you go after different companies?
Well, I think I see those are things that we don't know.
So tell us.
I don't know because a lot of the things they do in town hall, they don't tell us.
I think that if we were told something,
they don't.
You don't have to tell us the company. You could say we've contacted company A, company B, company, but we're working on it and we're aggressive to try to get that piece of land filled, so we could have it'll go ahead and lower the tax base for the residents of Griswold.
I think some of that was done. Some of that was done when a few years ago, if you remember, when we were trying to sell the infrastructure.
Yeah.
That a lot of, I remember Jim talking about a number of companies that came in and left because of such and such. That's the kind of information I think that people want to hear. This company came in or these companies are looking for this kind of thing. We don't have it, And I think that's the kind of, at least we know we're doing something. Right now, it's kind of, I'm sure they probably are doing something, but they have a tendency, they don't tell anybody.
And
I've always told them, the more you don't tell anybody, the more you think you're hiding something.
Exactly. And now you know exactly where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You know exactly where I'm coming from at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to come in and spill your cookies and say, this is what's happening, and give up the ghost.
Yeah.
But people do want to know what's going on. That's why I started the whole thing of this conversation with NIMBYism, not in my backyard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Give us something. It's been so long now that we haven't really gotten a nugget of information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nothing.
I hear you. I mean, I've always told them they need to communicate out what they're doing, but
especially in a small town.
I'm sorry, but I get ignored. I can't tell them. They come up with an excuse. Well, we can't tell them yet. We can't tell them yet because we don't know yet. That's what we hear. So, all I can do is say it. And
then say, when will you know? Give me a date.
They won't.
Then ask again. Ask again.
I've done it a few times at the meeting. Go back and look. I don't even know if they put it in the minutes, but I have asked that question. But nobody seems to want to tell the people. But hey,
then maybe the wrong people are on the board.
It's not necessarily the board. It's got to come out of the selectman's office.
Then why even have the board if it's controlled by the selectman's office?
Communication comes out of the selectman's office.
Okay, so why even have an EDC?
Well,
if it all comes out of the
no,
selectman's office.
No, the communication comes out of the selectman's office. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can, like I said, we can talk.
Look, I'm not going to sit here, and talk about, and slam the board of selectmen because I don't really know, what's going on. But I think I've been talking, the same song, singing the same song. It's like, give us some information.
Yep.
All right. Don't put a blurb out, on Facebook, and I'm sorry, that doesn't reach people. And I don't know if you think we're doing our due diligence by putting a 3 lines on, the town's Facebook page.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit, but you know what?
Facebook.
I talk to people all the time. They have no idea.
Facebook is not used by a lot of individuals. They don't want to be involved with social media. You take people who probably are, 60, 70 years old, who are town fathers. They don't want to be on Facebook. Remember, we have one person that comes in here and says, I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is a person who probably is really involved with the town. You don't listen to Facebook. So there has to be another means of communicating out there. I mean, a lot of people just
there
don't.
are a lot of ways.
I know.
One of the biggest problems that I've seen in social media is, how do I put this? If you like Instagram, Paul, if you're a fan of Instagram, and you are, let's say, you're the town manager, you would probably utilize Instagram because you like it, you're familiar with it. So by proxy, so does everybody else.
Yeah. And that's not true.
And that's right.
Right.
So it's like Facebook, right?
Yeah.
It's like you may like Facebook, but that doesn't mean everybody else does. See, here's the thing. I even brought up the thing of, this sounds stupid, TikTok. TikTok is the number one social media app or growing app in the world.
Yeah.
And I said to somebody, I said, you may not like it, but your neighbor does. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
And your other neighbor might. And your other neighbor may be on Twitter.
Right.
You have to utilize all of them.
Yeah. And there are a lot of people who don't use them at all. So there has to be.
Kathy just says, what's the best way to get communication out to the majority? I don't think there is one way. There are so many different ways. I think you have to utilize all of them. You almost need somebody that, handles strictly social media, and because everybody looks at something different, right? You might like Channel 3 News. Somebody else likes Channel 8 News. Somebody may not watch Channel 3 anymore because Kevin Hogan's not there anymore. God bless him. Congratulations on your retirement. You deserve it more than most.
Have fun driving the bus.
Have a blast, Mr. Hogan. You deserve it.
The yellow bus.
Man just got married a couple years ago. He's living his best life. That's awesome.
Yeah, the yellow bus. The wheels on the bus go around.
But what is the best way? I think the best way is utilizing all of them. And because some people use Instagram, some people use Facebook, some people use Twitter, some people use Tumblr.
Yeah.
Some people use Pinterest, LinkedIn. They're all there. So if you want to hit the majority, go, because you're going to have like 10% here, 10% here, 10% here, 15% here.
Yeah.
You add them all up, then you've got the majority.
Yeah.
But unless you do that.
And even the town website, I know they changed it, but to me, it's not easy to get to some stuff.
How many times, when's the last time you went to a website?
Well, I went to the town website because I was trying to look at the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be when you popped up the website, the calendar would be one of the things you'd see.
Yeah.
Now you got to go find it.
Well, I guess my question really is when's the last time you go? Because you know why? They do this. People scroll, right? This is why you got to use different forms of social media.
Yeah.
Because you got to hit as many people as you can.
Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Yeah.
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But honestly, if you ask, I'll bet you ask a lot of people, how many people actually just type in and go to a website? Not many. They may go to the website because they saw a link on social media and clicked it.
Yeah.
But not open up a browser on your phone or computer and actually type it in.
I think the going to the browsers now is decreasing big time. Used to be number one.
Kathy says, what about written stuff? Like, does anybody read newsletters or similar? Well, I actually have an answer to that, or somewhat of an answer. So for 2.5 years, I tried to do a newsletter, and it was an opt-in thing only. People would have to opt in, and give me, give me the email address and say, because there was a text thing you could text into and say whatever. And then I would actually put out a newsletter. It was like twice a week. It went out on Mondays and Thursdays. Embarrassing. It was free. It was absolutely free. And there were 80 people. Then I said, all right, well, maybe people don't like that. So let's do a text message service. which I can still do all of these. So guess how many people signed up for the text message service? 26. You can't do a lot.
No.
Right, Rich. It's exactly what I just said. You need multiple platforms. To get into that. So anyway, we could talk forever. We could talk forever on this, and go on and on and on and on. But you still need people to want to opt in to these things.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I know the town has, or the borough has, a text service that I'm in, that I do get, texts, once in a while. Lori Sorter has a Borough of Jewett City page, which is very active.
She communicates very well.
And would you want to know why? Because she's active herself. And that's the algorithm saying, "All right, you're active. We're going to put your stuff out there more."
Yeah, she's always posting stuff that happens.
She does a good job.
Yeah, she does.
She does a good job.
Yeah.
She makes wonderful cookies. So if you haven't had Lori's cookies, get Lori's cookies. All right, Paul. Thank you very much for today. Today got a little we never talked about what the whole Jennifer Dulos thing is. Maybe we'll save that for well, we could actually save that till Wednesday.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty interesting story. I'll post a link.
Okay.
For the whole Jennifer Dulos thing about a lake in Farmington and what they dragged out of there. So anyway, have a wonderful day, everyone. Thanks for listening to us rattle on and on and on. The bottom line is we care about this town and we just want to know stuff. We just want to know stuff, to actually put our minds at ease, and different residents can find out so they can put their minds at ease. So we figure out what the hell's going on around here. Yeah. Because if you don't put any information, this is the biggest thing to me. If you don't put the information out there, however you want to do it, people don't know how they can help. There may be somebody out there, and I'm sure there is, that can say, "I can help with that. I can assist. Let me help." But if nobody knows about it, they can't help or they can't assist.
Yep.
So, or it's like, we've got a whole bunch of openings on boards. Okay, tell people, get it out there.
Yep.
Over and over and over again. You have to. You need to see something at least 6 times before it resonates with you. That's advertising. But Paul's like, I'm out.
I'm out of here.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for coming in. We will see you tomorrow. Rich never answered, so I don't know if Rich is coming in. So either way, we'll see you tomorrow.
With an independent insurance agent, you can be sure you're getting the right coverage at the right price. The Burns Agency is all about relationships. We work one-on-one with you to make sure your auto, home, business is protected by a quality insurance company. That's why we work with Ohio Mutual Insurance Group. We know you can trust Ohio Mutual to protect what matters most to you and your family. Once you see how Ohio Mutual cares for your needs, you'll trust them as well. Contact us today to get the best coverage from the best companies like Ohio Mutual.